I get up around 7, right? And I get out of bed at about 9. I don't worry about nothing. No, because worry's a waste of my time. Show usually starts around 7. We go on stage about 9. We go on the bus about 11, sipping a drink and feeling fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. I'm Thingamajig, and tonight, we are covering the over-the-hill racing communities Copen Challenge Cup Round 6. It's the final, ladies and gentlemen. It has all boiled down to this. All of that racing, all of that manicness in the Daihatsu Copen is all bubbling to this big finale, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got one race for you tonight. We only need one race for you tonight. The rules have been altered, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting serious with a capital C. Yes, check it. We're doing one race close to an hour, just off an hour of racing around Tsukuba in the Copens. They've taken the boost away, ladies and gentlemen. You have to keep up on your own now. You cannot rely on the extra kick from being at the back. You have to shape up, ladies and gentlemen, to stay with the pack. What's going to happen? Nobody knows. I do know one thing. Quadruple points are up for grabs in this final round. It is a points bonanza, ladies and gentlemen. They are going cuckoo over at O.T.H, over the hill racing. They are just giving those points away. They can't get enough. Duff GT in the chat saying evening. What up, my friend? Hope you are well. Right then. So, round 6. Yeah, I should update you on what the tables are. I've got the table for the beginning and for the end, ladies and gentlemen. I know. I don't know, actually, because I haven't read it. I just know that I've got the final table as well in my pictures bit. So, after 5 rounds of absolute balls-out racing, nothing being left at all, it was all been put on the track for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to see. At the top of the table, we have Gaz on 81 points. In second place, we have Ace Matteo on 75 points. In third place, we have the Medium GT on 70 points. It's tight, ladies and gentlemen. In fourth, Orgasmic Cry on 65 points. Then in joint fifth is Zoe and Nifty on 59 points. We have Norfolk and Talent in seventh on 58 points, only 1 point behind those guys. He will be gunning for them. In eighth, we have Oban on 54 points. In joint ninth, we have Mikey and Top Taffy on 40 points. In 11th, we have Pacemaker Boy on Pacemaker Boy on 31 points. Then we have 12th, Fiberman on 26 points. In joint 13th, we have the Hornblower and Stretchy sharing 21 points. Then we have G-Man for Real Fun in 15th on 20 points. And then in 16th, Captain Slow on 16 points. So everything to play for, ladies and gentlemen, and something slightly different for them without that boost. Shall we have a look? Now, no qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. The grid is the reverse of the championship. So it makes those up at the top of the table have to work just that little bit harder. I think they're using racing soft tyres as well. They're getting very racy in the final round, ladies and gentlemen. But let's not delay anymore. Let us have a look at the grid. I mean, you already should know it if you remember the table. On pole, we have a G-Man for Real Fun. They are among us. ladies and gentlemen. He's donning the alien and hoping some of that alien rubs off on the driving, and he can skibbity-doo right up to that first corner ahead of our favourite dirty mouth driver. It's the Stretchy, ladies and gentlemen. And apparently a great blast and fun in the chat. So if ever you find yourselves upon the over the hill racers and you end up in a race with them and in chat, then you will apparently be very amused by how creative Stretchy can get with the language. In third place, he's got a very shiny car, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Horn Blower. But how much time does he have to blow his horn when he's got all that time shining his car? It's looked grand all season. I'm going to miss these cars. I really am. I'm really going to miss these cars. It's been an absolute blast. Oh, he's got rid of the black. This is our man, Fiberman. Hey, Thingamajig. They all got Thingamajig. I saw Thingamajig on Stretchies. Hey, it's not all about me. It's not all about me. What am I doing? So here we go. It's Fiberman. We usually see him donning a very dark colour with the Continental Puma livery, but he's gone pale blue and he's put some flames on it, ladies and gentlemen. He is looking busy, like he means business. So that's Fiberman in fourth spot on the grid. And I appreciate that, man. Thingamajig Racing Channel. Hey. The only place to get your over-the-hill racing fix so far until it takes off and everyone wants to do it. In fifth place, then, we have Pacemaker Boy. And I'm hoping for great things from Pacemaker Boy. The last couple of races, he really has been dicing at the top end. But the races have not been falling well for him. He doesn't seem to end up at the top. He races at the top and then just drops back near the end. So hopefully for Pacemaker Boy, he's going to be there when it counts. And I guess this is Top Taffy without even looking. Oh, bless you. Is that it in? Oh, look. My good golly gosh. Bless you all. Oh, is that? I don't know what Kenryu Sin Karu means, but bless you. Thank you very much. Oh, my. Oh, my. I'm going to be too choked up to do this, ladies. I'm not even leaving. I'm doing their bloody Sundays. And I'll probably end up doing the Fridays. I'll be like, what are you racing? What? Because I've heard Golf Mark 1s are in the future. And there's no way I'm going to let a Golf Mark 1 race go without covering it. So I'm just going to end up doing both, aren't I? I'm just going to end up doing their Fridays and their Sundays. Let's not keep picking cracking cars, guys. So here we go. That's Top Taffy in sixth place. Well done. That's brilliant. Thank you. Sixth place then. In seventh, we've got Mikey in the Technic Go. I don't know if Oban is here. He may not have made it for the final round, ladies and gentlemen. So Oban's up for grabs with quadruple points on the cards. And Mikey then representing Lego. Maybe the only representative Lego on the track. In the background there, we see the Corgi Copen of Norfolk and Talent. And Norfolk and Talent starting in eighth place. And he's always a big presence in these races, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he can do it. If he's got the stamina, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing as well, remember, with these old codgers, if you don't mind me saying. Can they do the distance? Have they still got the stamina to keep it up like the young guns can? We shall see. So Norfolk and Talent starting in eighth place. And then in ninth, everyone's favourite coordinator of racing leagues, it's the Nifty. Thank you, Nifty. That's very kind of you to say. Hey, look, Duff Man, he's put you on there as well. You've got Duff Beer. I do look like Homer Simpson as well. You're very accurate. Very good. In 10th place, my voice is shaking now. It's all getting too emotional. 10th place, we have Orgasmic Cry. And Orgasmic Cry does not mess about. No thank you on there, is there? Hey, you've made me scream Orgasmic Cry for the last 6 weeks. Recognise, man. I'm joking. Bless you. So Orgasmic Cry starting in 10th place. 9th place. Hey, this is a new colour. Let's have a look at the name. It's Medium GT. What happened to all of the sponsors? They've all deserted him on the last race, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's just Sony and All Stars that are hanging around. What did he do that offended his sponsors so badly? My good golly and gosh. So that's Medium GT, ladies and gentlemen. Remember in the green car. Remember a green car, medium, green, medium, medium, green, medium, green, medium, green. And then in 12th place, we have Ace Matteo in the Red Dwarf challenging Copen. And I am here for it, being a big fan of the Dwarf. What a guy. What a guy. Then in 13th place, looking like, it's my favourite tipple. How did you know? Guinness. What with the Smirnoff? That's heavy duty, man. That's the way of the Scots. I'm surprised, what's that drink they've got? They've got a drink that it's pretty much moonshine in it. I can't remember. But, yeah, Guinness, I'll have one. Oof, yes, sir. That's Gaz on 13th. And 14th, Will He Win? Which he has taken part, I'm sure. Maybe he hasn't. But he didn't seem to be in the table. And they've just slapped him at the back. He's obviously lastminute.com or something. Who knows? So that is our challenges, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 50-odd minutes, just under an hour. We are going to watch these guys test each other to the very brink. And it will be absolutely... I'll have a quick look at tyres. I think they're all on the Racing Soft. Racing Soft, 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 Racing Soft. Yeah, it looks like it's a Racing Soft all-rounder. So I'm going to get the chat before we go, because, you know, I don't like to leave things on the table. Rob in the chat saying, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? I am good, Rob. Yourself? Rob saying, close league. It's been cracking. Fluff the Bunny saying, good evening from the Gazman. Hello, Gazman. Muhammad Ali saying, can't be to one make. And Rob also saying, big love for the thingy. Oh, yeah, well, it's just the last round. I think they think I'm leaving or something, but I'm doing their Sunday big races. I'm going into the serious business. We're delving into the serious side of over the hill racing. Fridays are all about the fun. Sundays is all about the racing. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are on. Remember, these Copens can take a while to pull away from the line. So go and make a cup of tea now. And they're away, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it looks like Norfolk and Talent has had a super start, as has the Hornblower. The Hornblower is coming up and into the lead. And not only does he shine his car, he can fly, ladies and gentlemen. G-Man and Stretchy getting into it. Stretchy's in the lead, but it's Fiberman, ladies and gentlemen. Fiberman that comes through the pack and dominates, with Pacemaker Boy in second. Norfolk and Talent has moved up to third, with Stretchy slipping to fourth ahead of Hornblower. More movement. Fiberman's made a mistake. And now Pacemaker Boy is the man in the lead. Norfolk and Talent has made his way up into second place, with Stretchy in third place. Nifty's gone. Fiberman's dropped again. And Nifty is up and into fifth place, with Medium GT in sixth. Medium GT having a look around the outside of Nifty, but nothing is on. And oh my word, Medium GT, he's got Matteo up alongside him. Matteo trying to make the move, and Norfolk and Talent, he's taking the lead away from Pacemaker Boy here at Tsukuba. And we are having an absolute banger of a race already. Don't they know they've got a long way to go? And they've got to pace themselves. Norfolk and Talent then takes the lead ahead of Pacemaker Boy, with Fiberman alongside Stretchy on the outside, and Fiberman claims the position of third, and Nifty also trying to get up alongside the Stretch Meister. And Nifty does claim it on the apex. Stretchy is hung out to dry around the outside, and it looks like Matteo is going to try and make a move as well, but there's so many cars all in one spot. How can you tell? There's screeching of wheels and all sorts out there, ladies and gentlemen. Medium GT riding the curb. Nifty's up to fourth place. Stretchy in third place. Pacemaker Boy is in second. Norfolk and Talent is in the lead. Medium GT is up alongside, my good golly gosh, and Gaz. Medium GT and Nifty are trying to go around the whole track of Tsukuba side by side. No, after you, sir. No, after you. No, after you. And it's Nifty in the end that claims the position, with Matteo in 5th, with Medium GT there in 6th spot. Then the Gaz, who was also in that party, is in 7th spot. Fiberman is 8th at the moment, trying to cling on. Now, I believe the slipstream is on strong, so if they can get up behind the car, then they will get a slight boost. G-Man for Real Fun is in 9th spot, being chased by the Orgasmic Cry. Top Taffy is 11th, with the Hornblower slipping down into 12th place. Willy Win is in 13th. And Mikey is 14th in the Let Go Technic Copen. Hornblower's had a spin, ladies and gentlemen. Hornblower has had a spin whilst Norfolk and Talent tries to pull away from the pack. Pacemaker Boy is getting all squiggly over the curbs, and Nifty is setting about him. Nifty could make the biggest gains here with the quadruple points on offer, and he's languishing down, what, in 5th, 4th of the table, so he could make big jumps, as well as Norfolk and Talent. It's Matteo and Gaz that are leading this championship at the moment. Not Matteo, yeah, Matteo, Ace Matteo is. Pacemaker Boy, he is holding his own, ladies and gentlemen, and I am here for it. Norfolk and Talent has disappeared up the road, but Pacemaker Boy making his Copen as wide as he possibly can to keep the tidal wave behind of Pro Sim racers. Gaz feels like he's got the... Oh no, Gaz is out there. No, it's Matteo. It's Matteo that's coming through against Nifty. Nifty up into 2nd. They both beat Pacemaker Boy in the slipstream, and it's Matteo on the inside of Nifty. I think we've got a couple off there. My golly, is there not enough track for you boys? Is it not wide enough? Is your car's not small enough? You have to take to the grass. Medium GT at the moment in 4th. I know we're not seeing a lot of the guys down the field. It's so manic at the top. They said this one will be a chilled affair for you, Thingamajig. We are taking it easy on you, Thingamajig. The boost has made it rather manic, so you have to do hyper fast commentating. So this round we're going easy on you, and Nifty and Matteo absolutely door to door banging racing, and Nifty then takes the lead as Matteo, not lead but 2nd, as Matteo slips in behind, and Medium GT takes a chance and gets up. Oh, Matteo's dropped back behind Gaz as well. He lost a lot of momentum from that. Oh, he's going in the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, why? It's grey. It's grey. It's cloudy. Are we going to get damp later? Nifty is in 2nd place, with the Gaz chasing him. Medium GT in 4th, and Matteo, did he not go in the pits? Oh, I'm confused. I thought he drove into the pits, ladies and gentlemen, but obviously not. Fiberman in 6th place. Orgasmic, what did he do then? Orgasmic Cry has a penalty, and he has a lot of guys behind him waiting to come on by. Willie Win up to 10th, with Mikey in 11th. Oh, it's Pacemaker Boy, sorry, went into the pits, as well as Top Taffy. Now, what go on here? He's put wets on, and so has Top Taffy, but Top Taffy has been a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah. He's crossed the penalty line. He's crossed the pit line, and he's picked up himself a huge whopping 3-second penalty. Norfolk and Talent, he's carrying on. Now, I see no rain. I see grey, gloomy days, but I see no rain, and you've got to race to what's on the track. I mean, how many laps are they going to go around on wets? There's not a sprinkle, nay a slither of rain on the track. Fiberman's going in as well. These guys really do believe that it's wet, but I'm looking at the little monitor on the bottom of the dashboard, and it's saying it is dry as your bone. Gaz in 3rd with a Medium GT. Now the wipers are on, ladies and gentlemen, so maybe there is sprinklage, light sprinklage, but not ready for wets yet. Oh, maybe it is a little slidey out there as we see Nifty go out wide. Oh, Medium GT's picked up a slight penalty, nothing to concern yourselves with, as he makes a move on Nifty. So I imagine they're all going to be flying into the pits when they come around, but still the track looks rather dry. G-Man for real fun, unless that gauge is not working for me. But there's not even any kind of, like, they're not kicking up any dust. So where have we got all the wet runners? Here we go. Pacemaker Boy already ripping into those wet tyres. Fiberman's only just gone on to his wet tyres, and Top Taffy ripping into his wet tyres. I think it's a little early. I reckon just a wee bit early for these guys. Norfolk and Talent absolutely bending time and space and pulling away. Gaz now the championship leader, up and into second ahead of Medium GT with Matteo in third, and it's Nifty is struggling with grip, ladies and gentlemen. Rob saying this track is well suited to the small cars, but it's still a tight one. And Rob saying it's the sprinkles around the track instead of rain. That's it. It's like someone in the audience has got a squirt gun. Now it's starting to rain, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're getting a bit of a downpour. So big decisions for Norfolk and Talent. The track's still dry enough for dries. His tyres, he can do another lap. He can do another lap. There's nothing to go in for yet. Nothing to go in for yet. It is sounding, I can hear in my earpiece from trackside that it is sounding quite like on a tin roof. And it is possibly time. Yes, it is starting to look wetter. Medium GT in second, Gaz in third, Matteo in fourth, Nifty in fifth. We are guessing these guys are all gonna, no, they're not gonna come into the pits. They are staying out. G-Man for real fun is up there in sixth place doing a stand-up job, a fantastic job. He's probably one of the drivers out there who has looked after their tyres the most here, and it looks like endurance racing is the way to go for G-Man for real fun. He looks after a car. Orgasmic Cry under threat from Willie Wynn. Willie Wynn up the inside on the apex. Textbook, beautiful stuff. Matteo's off the track, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo has lost the grip. There is no more grip, and Nifty goes through and up and into fourth place. Gaz and Medium GT are having to tiptoe around. Yes, the wet, it is definitely time for intermediate tyres, ladies and gentlemen. The track is too wet for dries. We will see spins and spills pretty soon. Has someone had enough? Someone moved. Medium GT's dropped behind the Gaz. Nifty's still in the in eyesight of them. Matteo dropped back a little bit. G-Man being caught by Willie Wynn. Willie Wynn is absolutely pounding the tarmac, ladies and gentlemen, and he goes through and up, and only Medium and Nifty pitted. Norfolk and Talent and Gaz opting to stay out, and that is a brave move as Matteo goes in, and so does Orgasmic Cry and Willie Wynn. G-Man stays out. He likes it. He likes it wet and slippery. So Norfolk and Talent, brave and bold move. Brass, people may even say. But Norfolk and Talent staying out there on the used dry tyres. There was no grip on those tyres anyway, he said. And there he goes. The back end wanted to step out on him. Gaz liking what he sees. G-Man up and into third place. Loads of grip on them tyres, but not so much grip on the track. But he seems to be doing okay, and I don't want to curse him. But at the moment, Stretchy still on the softs. Medium GT back out on wets. Nifty on the wets, but it's not quite wet enough for wets yet. So they are going to wear their tyres a little bit as Stretchy, he's struggling to get around the corners with those dry tyres. And now Medium GT is up and into fourth. Nifty through and up into fifth as Stretchy slips down into sixth. Matteo chasing him on the intermediates. Interesting, eh? Interesting. The big brains are out. He nearly collected Stretchy there. Stretchy having to really slow down for the corners because that car does not want to turn in. Norfolk and Talent has made it to the pits, as has Gaz, and they can go full wets, ladies and gentlemen. Full wet tyres. Don't be ridiculous, G-Man. G-Man, he thinks he can do it all on... He's not even... Maybe he's not bought some wet tyres. Maybe it's just dawned on him he doesn't own... No, they've raced these cars in the wet loads of times. He must have a set of wet tyres. Just doesn't need them. He's like, this is brilliant. This is like Wipeout in the day. It's like the little hover cars. not the song. Wipeout. Da, la, 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 la. It's, oh, wowzers. G-Man is on it, but unfortunately, Medium GT, Nifty, and Matteo will be getting a lot more grip than G-Man will be, and they will soon catch him up. So staying out on those tyres, I do not think is going to help him in the long run. Norfolk and Talent, the old leader, he's come out behind those guys, so he lost a certain amount of time staying on the drives, but he's still there in the shout of the race, as is Gaz. And their tyres are somewhat fresher. Although Nifty's look all right, Medium GTs look all right, and Matteo's look all right. On board, oh, that's not Matteo. Who was behind? Oh, it's Nifty behind Medium GT, sorry. Matteo's over there. Matteo might be going in. It looked like he was going pit entry. No, that was G-Man. It was G-Man, sorry, I apologise. Matteo must be behind us. Where the hell is Matteo gone? I thought he was with these guys. He's quite some way back from them. I apologise. And Nifty lining Matteo, no, lining Medium GT, sorry, for the lead. And Matteo back in third. He's trying to make those inters work, but I don't think they're going to be as good as the wets at this point. And he's got Norfolk and Talent and Gaz bearing down on him, ladies and gentlemen. So Matteo, he's doing a dance with the intermediates at the moment. Then we've got Willie Wynn. He's on the inters as well in 6th. Orgasmic Cry, full wets in 7th. Fiberman is on full wets, but he was one of the earlier ones to pit, remember. And now his wets are almost done. Mikey is looking after his wets quite nicely, sitting in 9th. And Pacemaker Boy, he's absolutely shot his wets. He's going to need another one. Hornblower on the intermediates in 11th, and G-Man, that's how much he lost, and he's had a hefty penalty, ladies and gentlemen. And intermediates, I don't think he's cutting it, although it is just on the line of wets and intermediates. It is a tough call, and Top Taffy also has shot his wet tyres into oblivion. Medium GT still taking the pressure from Nifty, and this is great for Matteo if he can get the pace down with those intermediate tyres. And these two are racing each other, slowing each other down. It was a 17-1 from Medium GT last time out. Nifty a 17-3. Matteo 18-8. You see, that's not going to be good enough. Norfolk and Talent 18-3. And Gaz also 18-3. These guys aren't pulling the same pace as Medium and Nifty out in front. They must be part fish. Medium and Nifty. They're suited to this condition. Look at them go. Matteo under pressure now from the Norfolk and Talent, and Gaz is looming large also. Willie Wynn from the back, remember, up and into 6th place. Great driving from Willie, with Orgasmic Cry in 7th. He'll be wanting that position, I tell thee. Fiberman, even though his tyres, I mean, I said they were shot, but I've seen other people's tyres and they look a lot worse, like Top Taffy's. So Fiberman, he's sticking with the programme. He's about half a tank of fuel. I don't think anyone fueled in those pit stops. Mikey's got a half a second penalty. He's not that far behind Fiberman though, and he is being chased by the Hornblower, who is on an intermediate set of tyres, and it hasn't quite gone to wet tyre, full wets. The track is teetering between inters and wets. I don't think there is any wrong decision between the two compounds. G-Man at the moment, he's on those inters, chasing down the Hornblower, with Pacemaker Boy coming to the end of his wet tyres, as is Top Taffy. But they did go on to him rather early, and Pacemaker Boy does head into the pits. And Top Taffy stays with the programme. Medium GT still leading, ladies and gentlemen. You might mistake him for Super GT, but he is not Super GT, ladies and gentlemen. He is Medium GT. He's not Small GT, he's not Super GT, but just Medium GT. And he's leading this race, ladies and gentlemen, on lap 13. We are nearly coming up to 17 minutes into this race, and it has been turned upside down by the rain. Medium and Nifty are absolutely flowing in this conditions. Matteo struggling, he's into the 17s now, but Norfolk and Talent is upon him, ladies and gentlemen. Norfolk and Talent is having a good look. And Gaz is just there to pick up the pieces. He's got the fastest lap so far in the race. Orgasmic Cry has got by Willie Wynn. Oh my word. So Orgasmic Cry, an 18.1 last time around. Oh, 19.5 from Willie Wynn. Is it the intermediate tyres? Are they just not fast enough? 99 from Mikey. He's just moved ahead of Fiberman, who now is into the pits. Top Taffy continuing on with his very used wet tyres, and he doesn't mind. He said this isn't even rain. I'm from Wales, and this is a light sprinkling. Fiberman then to get those wet tyres changed up and a new set of wet tyres. So it looks like the rain is here for a good while yet, as Pacemaker Boy has put on a fresh set of wets. But oh, and another penalty for not, I don't know, the first one wasn't for Fiberman, but another car receives a pit lane penalty, ladies and gentlemen, for crossing the pit line. Pacemaker Boy now is coming in the way, and Nifty's ahead of Medium GT. I apologise. Nifty last time around 17.3 against Medium GT 18.3. Medium GT losing a whole second in the lap. He's lucky to still be behind Nifty. Matteo still ahead of Norfolk and Talent, and Norfolk and Talent has got his own problems with the gas all up and in his business. On board with the gas as they try to get by the I think it's Pacemaker. Is it Pacemaker Boy? Oh no, that's Matteo, isn't it? Oh, it's really hammering it down, ladies and gentlemen. It's a huge distraction for them as we're sat on board with the championship leader so far, sitting in 5th place, and he has been following Norfolk and Talent for a while now, I'd say. These guys were leading the race, but they decided to stay out in the rain for a lap or two. And whilst Nifty, Medium and Matteo all made their pit stops, and it has put them behind those 3 drivers. So, but their tyres may last longer, but it doesn't look like the wet tyres in the wet are wearing down too much. Those guys who have had some wear is, Norfolk and Talent trying to get it moved on Ace Matteo, but Ace Matteo planting the Copen in the middle of the road and saying, go on, pick a side. But great driving from Norfolk and Talent, made the switcheroo, and it looks like it's worked for him. He's up ahead of Matteo. Matteo's on those intermediate tyres, remember. Now they're side by side going into the hairpin, and it looks like Norfolk and Talent's done the job, and Gaz is having a sniff, ladies and gentlemen, a little sniff at that bouquet, seeing if there's anything there. Matteo not liking losing a position to the Corgi Copen, and the Corgi Copen saying, I was leading this race by some way, I need to get on with catching up Medium and Nifty, who are still together, still racing hard, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. That's the brew gone. Oh, it's so good. The small things in life, eh? Things that just make us go, Matteo in 4th, and he is all up about Norfolk and Talent. And he's not taking this laying down, ladies and gentlemen. And Gaz is coming along for the ride. And again, it looks like Matteo having a look. Norfolk and Talent trying to put a lap on Pacemaker Boy. And he's giving him a flash at the moment to say, get out of my Goram way, please, in the nicest possible way. I have a Ace Matteo in my exhaust pipe. Oh, and he just slams into the side. He says, if you're not going to move, I shall move you, sir. I shall move you out of my way. And they're coming up to Top Taffy next, and that is why Pacemaker Boy doesn't want to yield. He's racing. He's got Top Taffy with a 3-second penalty just ahead of him, and Pacemaker Boy cannot give up time. He can't lift off. He's chasing. He's chasing, racing up and down the field. Fiberman, he's a little bit in a pocket on his own, ladies and gentlemen. G-Man for Real Fun doing great in 10th place, and Hornblower up the road. Hornblower at 1:20.2 last time out. G-Man doing a 20.7, so it's going to be tough to catch him. Mikey 18.7s, great drive from the Mikey, pulling away from the guys behind him. Willie Wynn at 23.3, that was a tough one, and Willie Wynn's fuel has been virtually depleted. He's going to be wanting to pit pretty soon. Orgasmic Cry in 6th, pulling space from Willie Wynn. They were doing battle quite earlier, and is this Willie Wynn coming in to replenish one's fuel? Orgasmic Cry on their way. Mikey, he's got some fuel, maybe a lap or two. He's going to go ahead and take that position away from Willie Wynn, I believe. And the Hornblower as well has loads of fuel. So Willie Wynn is going to have a struggle this race with that fuel, it seems. Let's have a look up at the front then. Nifty is leading, but Medium GT is all up and about him, looking to make the move as they take different lines through that hairpin. And then we've got Norfolk and Talent ahead of Matteo and Gaz. What a trio. What a delight of racing that we have here. And then we got Orgasmic Cry, but Orgasmic Cry, Orgasmic Cry a little bit further away. There's a couple of lap cars betwixt them. Mikey in 7th. Mikey too far behind to concern Orgasmic Cry. Orgasmic Cry, loads of fuel. Mikey's gonna have to make a pit stop either at the end of this lap or the next. His fuel has been depleted. He has used it all. The Hornblower with good fuel, looking good for another position here. This is great for the Hornblower. He has just stuck to the program, kept his head down, cracked on. G-Man, who stayed out for so long on the dry tyres, is paying dividends for him now, though, because look, his fuel is better than everyone around him. Willie Wynn's come out of the pits, did not fill it up, ladies and gentlemen. Opted not to go full fuel. Went full wets from the intermediates, decided to come out. He must have been keeping an eye on the map and tried to get out ahead of whoever was ahead of him. So G-Man's gone in. He didn't need the fuel. Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell why G-Man went in, because he's got loads of fuel. He could have tracked on for a bit longer. And Fiberman is going to gain. Big gains for Fiberman then, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes up the pit lane and jumps up and into... Oh no, that's not the pit lane, that's why. These guys... No, G-Man's not even at his pit lane yet. Mikey might get away before Fiberman comes through. And no, Fiberman does only jump G-Man and it stays behind Mikey, but somewhat closer, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey in 9th place with Fiberman there. And now, did I spot that all of these pit stoppers are getting in amongst our leaders? It's getting busy. It's getting a little busy for our leaders. Medium GT now needs some fuel. He's back ahead of Nifty, who he really is risking those vapors, ladies and gentlemen. And can Nifty get to the pit lane? Someone just went straight on in the background. It looked like Stretchy's car, but I'm unsure. Haven't seen Stretchy for a while, so I'm not sure. Someone's left, and I will try and check it out. But Nifty really is rinsing that fuel tank and using every last ounce of fuel, litre, milliliter. Medium then leads from Nifty. Norfolk and Talent has got half a second penalty and still some fuel, but Matteo has no fuel. He's going for a move on Norfolk and Talent. No, he's not. He's going for a move into the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen, and he's got to be careful that he doesn't cross that line. And Norfolk and Talent then retakes the lead. Remember, he pitted, him and Gaz pitted a lot later than the other guys. We're 26 minutes into the race, and Gaz fancies it, ladies and gentlemen. Gaz goes for it. Gaz absolutely late on those brakes and makes the move, and the track is drying out. What is Nifty and Medium GT going to go to? Because, yeah, the track's drying out rapidly. We're definitely down to just not quite. Oh, and now Norfolk and Gaz are getting into it. They are getting into it and getting dirty with it. Not dirty, just, you know, down and dirty. You know what I mean. Horseplay, ladies and gentlemen. Norfolk Talent is leading from the Gaz with Matteo out of the pits in third, and he has gone for the inters and he's forgot to put fuel in. OMG! Nifty is risking it big time on a set of softs. Medium GT's gone for inters, and Matteo, his pit crew, has let him down, ladies and gentlemen. They've not fueled up his Copen. My good golly gosh, Orgasmic Cry. He also risking it for a biscuit hit on a set of soft tyres. He's coming up to the lap, Pacemaker Boy. Willie Win on the wets, half a tank of fuel on a drying track. And I imagine he's going to try and stay with the programme until the Hornblower, also on the inters. So all of these have got half tank of fuel and the wrong tyres. Maybe wrong tyres, we're not sure yet. Let's see, let's check in on Nifty. He hasn't spun out yet. Matteo having to go back in. What a pain for Matteo. Unbelievable stuff. But maybe he'll notice that Nifty made it all the way around and fancy putting on some dry tyres himself. And then that puts Medium GT in a very tricky position. A tricky position indeed. Gaz still on the wets, but he needs fuel. Norfolk Talent needs fuel. And this may be working in the reverse, that they're on the perfect time to go to the dry tyres. Medium GT on the inters, Nifty on the dries, Orgasmic Cry on the dries. Matteo is still going for the inters, and he's come across Willie Win and stays ahead of Willie Win, who's also on a set of wet tyres. Who is correct? Gaz and Norfolk and Talent are into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Medium GT will take the lead, but Nifty is closing in with those dry tyres, ladies and gentlemen. It might be dry tyre time out there. Who knows? This is crazy. Hang on, I'm shuffling my chair over towards the chat. So Norfolk and Talent and Gaz still into the pits, and Medium GT then moves around to take the lead, and that's Top Taffy. They're going to lap ahead. Then in the chat, Peter Brown saying good luck with the race, thank you, and Rob saying I very nearly missed my takeaway, cheese pie and chips and a jacket spud with chili. That's a lot of potato there, my friend. That's a lot of potato. So Nifty, Medium GT's got himself by Top Taffy, and now Nifty also does. Nifty still being a little bit careful, one says. And but oh, look at the inters, they're getting ripped to shreds, ladies and gentlemen, with the drying track. The inters are feeling it. Oh no, Norfolk and Talent picked up a penalty out of the pit lane. Gaz did not. They've both gone to the dry tyre. Can't beat Spud, says Rob. Yes, but I mean, you've got 3 different Spuds there, and I bet there's going to be potato in that pie. You may as well get a bit of mashed potato on the go as well, a side of mash. So Norfolk and Talent has to pay that penalty. Gaz is through. Now there's yellow flags. It's for Pacemaker Boy. Pacemaker Boy, unfortunately, at the back of the pack, as G-Man for Real Fun is setting about Top Taffy, whom has picked up a penalty along the way. And he's not been to the pits, has he? Has he got a 3-second penalty? Did he overtake under yellow flags or something? I don't know. But Top Taffy picking up a peculiar penalty when he's not been into the pits, and G-Man then on the soft tyre. And this is where we saw him really excel, wasn't it? On a drying or on a dampish track with dry tyres, we saw G-Man absolutely put some stunners in. Top Taffy carrying that penalty, still on the wet tyre. Mikey, Nifty's in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Willie Win comes in with those wet tyres, and so does Nathaniel Hornblower. Are they going to go to the dry tyre? It looks like dry tyre is the choice tyre. Medium GT trying to find a wet bit of track. I know how he feels, just trying to find a wet patch. And Nifty then pulling away, and Norfolk and Talent, Gaz or Gasmic Cry are all heading in Medium GT's direction. He's staying out, ladies and gentlemen. He is holding his ground. Oh, and there comes Hornblower coming out, nearly a lap down on the leaders. So Hornblower will get back down to them. He's behind Willie Win, so I think he has beaten someone out of the pits. But Medium GT, his intermediate tyres are getting shredded. And it's 1:15.4 he's managed on them. Norfolk and Talent at 12.9 on his racing softs, ladies and gentlemen, and Gaz unable to stay with the pace of Norfolk and Talent as they come across G-Man for real fun. Orgasmic Cry in 5th. Oh, someone's off. Hang on, someone's having a big one. Oh, I think it's just Pacemaker Boy trying to stay out of the way of the leaders. And, hey, that's Matteo. Where's he been lately? He had to go in for more fuel, didn't he? So he's ended up behind Orgasmic Cry. That's how Orgasmic Cry's moved up a position. And Orgasmic Cry coming up to lap Mikey, whom is chasing Fiberman. They're in their own personal battle. Fiberman's got 3-second penalty. Mikey lets Orgasmic Cry go. Oh, Mikey's got a 3-second penalty. Everyone's getting 3-second penalties. It's like Oprah is in the crowd giving out 3-second penalties, and everyone's getting one. Nifty then. Medium GT has gone in to change those tyres. My good golly gosh, how the tables turn. The turntables. Oh, Norfolk has run out of talent, and Gaz slowed down for it. He didn't want to go in there as fast as the Norfolk and Talent. So Norfolk and Talent off the road, but survives and stays ahead of the Gaz, who is he's really showing some impressive confidence in a drying track. Is Norfolk and Talent, where Gaz unable to apply the same pace that we've been seeing from Norfolk. Nifty at the moment, he's in the 12s as well. Unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen. Medium GT has gone by the way, and Matteo unable to make up on medium. You'd think Matteo was going to be there, but no, Medium GT has some space from Matteo, and Orgasmic Cry has promoted up to 4th place. Orgasmic Cry must be thinking, what the bejeebers is going on out there? I keep going up a position every time I go past the pit lane. So Gaz then chasing Norfolk and Talent, but Norfolk and Talent is on fire. He is lit. He is slapping, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty, though, did the right thing, didn't he, at the right time, going on to that dry tyre. But those racing softs are starting to look abused and used. Norfolk and Talent chasing him down with Gaz in 3rd, trying to stay with the Norfolk. Orgasmic Cry picking up positions left, right and centre. Medium GT closing in. Matteo, 14s for Matteo, struggling with the pace out there. Willie Wynn in 7th on a set of soft tyres ahead of Nathaniel Hornblower. It's about a straight, less than a straight, and Hornblower has really got to start putting in. He did a 13.7 last time around. 14.2 from Willie Wynn. There is still time for Hornblower here. And G-Man, he's up to 9th. He was really near last after the pit stops, remember? So he's moved his Copen up and into a 9th spot. And in the chat, Peter saying, just done Daily Race B, Dragon's Trail. Did you get hit, punted, or was it nice, smooth experience? So G-Man then in 9th with Fiberman chasing him down, and Mikey is chasing Fiberman. Remember, Fiberman and Mikey both having those 3-second penalties, as it looks like Medium GT starting to catch up with Orgasmic Cry on a fresher set of tyres, closed in amazingly under braking there, and it looks like Mikey getting it out of the way for these charging horses. Orgasmic Cry and Medium GT doing duels, battling, ladies and gentlemen, and Medium GT thinking he cleared Orgasmic Cry, turning in just slightly early, but no harm, no foul. No one ended up off the road. Medium GT up and into 4th place. Orgasmic Cry having to remember they're on a different strategy. 36 minutes done in this race. Gaz is 3rd. Norfolk and Talent is in 2nd. Nifty is leading, but Nifty's tyres are starting to look like they want to go off the track like that. Peter in the chat saying, not too bad, finished in 8th place. Good stuff, my friend, good stuff. Get back on there. Go for 6th. So Nifty then, every corner, the racing soft tyres are letting him down. And Norfolk and Talent will be upon him pretty soon. There is a gap there, and he's still got a back marker to pass, and that's the Hornblower, who's decided to take himself out of the equation for Norfolk and Talent. Gaz, unable to keep up with Norfolk. Orgasmic Cry and Medium GT still duking it out. Medium GT with damage. I thought I'd seen Medium GT do the business, and now maybe Medium GT pushing too hard. Picked up a little bit of damage, and Orgasmic Cry back up and into 4th place. Great stuff. Nifty is into the pits. Those tyres are done. They're spent, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing more he can do with them. They're going on a secret bonfire at some travellers area. You can't use the words I wanted to. I first thought of the G word, thought can't say that, then thought of the P word and thought can't say that. So we'll go with travellers. A traveller's caravan site. These tyres are going to afterwards. They're going to burn them. So Gaz in second. And Nifty in the pits. Orgasmic Cry moving on up to 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen. Orgasmic Cry, what a turnaround their race has been. Superb. Oh, not now though. It's gone wide. It's gone squiggly. And Medium GT giving Fiberman a little flash, dipping his headlights to say let me through, because Orgasmic Cry's behind and it's tight stuff here. But Medium GT does not get through, and Fiberman off the track as well. Where is Orgasmic Cry? Cannot get through. They're in their way. They are in his way. Oh, bless. Orgasmic Cry tried to get a move done, but I think Fiberman got in their way, and now Medium GT is just bolting, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo in 5th. What a turnaround. Remember, he didn't put any fuel in. He had to make an extra stop to everyone else, and now he's putting a lap on Mikey as the sun goes down here at Tsukuba. We're coming up to 40 minutes. We're at 39 minutes of racing, ladies and gentlemen. And I said, could these old gits go the distance? And so far, it seems they can. Hornblower getting out of the way, it looks like, as the crowd comes through. Why is he going so slow? He's broken something. It's broken. It's broken. But he's got to be careful, because Mikey is coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey taking no prisoners as he whips by Matteo, who is 5th. Oh, Matteo's dropped it like it's hot and damaged something. And now he goes back around. Mikey, was it? And Mikey, though, is chasing the Hornblower. So Mikey, Top Taffy in 12th. I think it is Stretchy that we've lost, actually. And 13th for Pacemaker Boy. Norfolk and Talent is into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Where is this going to line up? Where is Nifty? Down in 7th. So that's not what. Where's the pit lane then? Where's Norfolk and Talent? Thought we just saw Nifty go through there. Where the hell's Nifty? Is Nifty a lap down? 2:27.8. What the bejeebers happened to Nifty? That's crazy. That's crazy. So Norfolk and Talent, he is out. No worries. No beans. I know he had tyre issues. He did have a couple of offs, didn't he, ladies and gentlemen? He had a few offs on that last lap. Has that hurt him that badly? It really has. So Norfolk and Talent doesn't have to worry about a Nifty. Medium GT somewhat ahead, but Medium GT's tyres half done, fuel half done. It's going to be tight. Gaz leading at the moment. This is all good, but his tyres are old. Norfolk and Talent went in a little early, didn't he, really? Didn't put no... He only half filled it. It's really strange, some of their fuel decisions. Maybe they're thinking it'll save the tyres more. Orgasmic Cry recently has pitted in 4th place. Full tank of fuel and brand new racing softs and a real can-do attitude, just ahead of Willie Wynn. But Willie Wynn's tyres are on the decline. Matteo freshly pitted, coming across Fiberman there. And just a little patience there through the corner. Thinks he'll get him down the straight with that extra slip stream. And Matteo does come out to just nip up the inside of Fiberman. Great stuff. Matteo in 6th place. Remember, having to take that extra pit stop because his mechanics forgot to fuel up. Beautiful side-by-side action through the corner there as Matteo on the fresher tyres pulls ahead. 6th place. Nifty down in 7th. And he's just been lapped by the Gaz. That is Gaz, you know. I think Gaz has just lapped Nifty. That is painful, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty leading this race 3 or 4 laps ago, and he's just had the Gaz overlap him. Now, Gaz hasn't pitted, mind, but still, it's not what you need. Medium GT in 2nd place with Norfolk and Talent in 3rd. Orgasmic Cry is 4th. Great drive from Orgasmic Cry. And Peter Brown saying fantastic racing, isn't it? Aren't they just very damned good at it? Willie Wynn at the moment, his tyres are old and tired. And Matteo now coming upon him. Literally. And Matteo then comes through up and into 5th possibly. Willie Wynn looks like he's going to aim that at the pit lane and get a new set of tyres as Matteo then moves up to 5th. Now Orgasmic Cry is not all that far away. 13-0 for Orgasmic Cry. Matteo takes the fastest lap of the race with an 11.8, ladies and gentlemen, and that is sending a huge message out to Orgasmic Cry, who's put their hazards on. They put their hazards on. It's too much to take. They're going to pull over and let Matteo through. Gaz has finally gone into the pits. Medium GT needs a pit but is not yet to pit. Norfolk and Talent has been closing in rapidly on Medium GT. Medium GT clinging on to that lead now with Gaz in the pits. Norfolk and Talent looks like they're ahead of Gaz because Gaz is not yet at the pit lane. Orgasmic Cry, is there a podium in this? I don't think so. I think Gaz will be out before Orgasmic Cry comes along. And Medium GT, his tyres are done. His tyres are burnt, ladies and gentlemen. And Norfolk and Talent is reminding him, your tyres are cooked, bruv. With a bit of flashing going on. Gaz back out of the pit lane, no penalty. Fresh set of tyres, half a tank of fuel. There is only, at best, 15 minutes in this race, less, possibly. I don't think it's a full 60 minutes. I think it's just under. Might be 55 minutes. We're on lap 35 at the moment. Orgasmic Cry is just being closed in on by Matteo. Matteo having a mini adventure in this race. Nifty also staying out a long time on an old set of soft tyres and having multiple offs and losing himself the lead and then dropping back. It was 7th, but he's got up to 6th because Willie Wynn's pitted. G-Man is in 8th. Willie Wynn just going past Pacemaker Boy, who wants to come back at him but decides against it. Willie Wynn in 7th spot with G-Man for real fun 8th, but he's looking for a pit stop. So Fiberman, maybe Fiberman can gain a position here from G-Man, who has totally cooked his tyres. No, he goes through and past the pit lane. So G-Man not interested in a pit stop just yet. And Fiberman will just have to wait a lap or two. Mikey is not that far away from Fiberman as well. We are getting a little racy here, ladies and gentlemen. Top Taffy as well, with Hornblower very close. Top Taffy goes into the pits. He needed fuel, and the Hornblower moves up and into 11th, and not that bad, far back from Mikey, but Mikey is good for fuel, good for tyres. Hornblower is okay, it's better for fuel and not as good for tyres, but it's enough there to keep going with. Top Taffy then wants to beat Pacemaker Boy out of the pit lane, and Pacemaker Boy is coming up across now. He doesn't move ahead, so maybe he's a lap behind. 35, 30, 40 years, unfortunately. Pacemaker Boy is a lap behind Top Taffy. So Norfolk and Talent is leading. Medium GT slipping up somewhere. And Norfolk and Talent on those fresher set of tyres has managed to dominate Medium GT and has gone through to the lead of this race. There can only be minutes left. And they are starting to run out of time. Gaz stayed out very late. Is that enough fuel to get to the end? I guess not. Matteo is up ahead of Orgasmic Cry. He has been zoning in for a while now as they come across Pacemaker Boy, I believe. So Matteo then in the Dwarf Copen up to 4th. After the race he's had, I imagine he'd take that with quadruple points. But Gaz, the championship leader, is ahead of him. So Norfolk and Talent and Medium are going to pay out the most, but Medium's gone in. Gaz is going to go ahead. Gaz and Norfolk and Talent are both going to be leading this race after the pit stops, but I do believe we may have another round of pit stops before the end of the race. Possibly, not for Medium GT, as he's making his stop now, but some of these other guys may have to have a splash O-dash and a fresh set of tyres. Matteo then. Can he move up to 3rd? Can Medium get out? He's getting his tyres changed. Matteo's coming along the straight. And Orgasmic Cry, remember. So Medium GT losing 2 positions in this pit stop. Only half fuel. Is that all the fuel he needs to get to the end? Medium GT's got half a fuel, but those tyres are dismal. Matteo's got half a tank of fuel, but his tyres are not looking great. Gaz trying to get by Top Taffy there, a lap down, and Norfolk and Talent is going to have to make a pit stop soon. Gaz doesn't have the half a tank that we're thinking they may need to get to the end of this race, nor has Nifty. Willie Wynn does though. Nifty may have to pit. Willie Wynn could gain that position. G-Man for Real Fun's going to have to make a pit stop. Man alive, he is taking the proverbial PISS with that tyre wear. Get in and change your tyres, my friend. Fiberman in 9th. He does have half a tank of fuel. Is he close enough to make the jump whilst others make pit stops? And Mikey, a 12.8 from Mikey there as he chases down Fiberman. He's nearly 2 seconds a lap faster than Fiberman. Fiberman could be in danger. Hornblower in 11th. He's got that half a tank of fuel that we're guessing needs to get to the end. Top Taffy's just made a pit stop. He's put 3/4 of a tank in. Interesting. And Pacemaker Boy just under half a tank. So Norfolk and Talent on vapors, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be entering the pit lane on this lap for possibly the final time in this race. Here he goes, peels off towards the right. No, he continues on, ladies and gentlemen. He is playing a big gamble. Oh my God, it's finished. It's finished. Sorry, Nifty's finished and Willie Wynn's finished. And Norfolk Talent takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. 50-minute race then, obviously. And the Gaz then comes around to grab 2nd place and possibly the door. He's not there yet. So, Willie Wynn didn't get Nifty. Oh, I thought there may have been another pit stop, but no, very good for these guys. Gaz comes home in 2nd, and Matteo grabs that final podium position from Medium GT. Medium GT was so close, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo, what a guy, gets 3rd. Medium GT in 4th, Orgasmic Cry in 5th, Nifty in 6th, Willie Wynn in 7th. G-Man for Real Fun is not changing those tyres. What the hell? He says, I'm good, okay? Fiberman's not quite with me, and that's a great finish for G-Man in 8th place. Fiberman comes home in 9th, ahead of Mikey, and Mikey another lap, and he may have got him. Hornblower finished in 11th with Top Taffy in 12th, and Pacemaker Boy in 13th, ladies and gentlemen. So it's Norfolk and Talent in the end that took the win in this spectacular 50-minute Copen Challenge Cup race. And I know you're on the edges of your seats for that final championship positions. So here, without delay, I am going to give it to you, baby. in all its glory. So, the winner of Matt's Baby Touring Car Championship Season 1 in the Daihatsu Copens is... That's meant to be a drum roll. It sounded crap. It's Gaz, ladies and gentlemen. Gaz, our man Gaz, takes the win in the first season with 153 points. In second place, we have Matteo in the championship, taking with 139 points. Norfolk and Talent finishing third in the championship, just slightly missing out on 138 points. Then Medium GT taking fourth in the championship with 126 points. Orgasmic Cry got fifth in the championship with 113 points. Nifty took sixth. It's almost like their position finishes. Took sixth with 103 points. Then we have Mikey in eighth in the championship on 72 points. Top Taffy finished in eighth on, hang on, give me a sec, on 64 points. Then Fiberman finished in ninth, as he did in this race as well, on 62 points, just 2 points behind Top Taffy. 10th for G-Man for Real Fun on 60 points. Then we had Zoe, who couldn't make this round, finishing in 11th, but that'll be the quadruple points probably, in with 59 points. Oban in 12th, obviously missing out on the quadruple points, finishing in 12th on 54 points. Then we have 13th Pacemaker Boy, and my word, he had a torrid race, but he stuck with it, ladies and gentlemen, and I respect that. And he got 13th in the championship in the end with 51 points. The Hornblower finished in 14th in the championship on 49 points. And then we have Stretchy in 15th, finishing with 21 points. And Captain Slow in 16th on 16 points. Willie Wynn must have just not been getting points. Or Willie Wynn might be Captain Slow. We don't know. Holy guacamole, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute banger of a championship. What a banger of a race. Thank you very much to the Over the Hill Racing Corporation contingency for allowing me to stream their races. They have been absolutely banging. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Copen Challenge Cup. 6 rounds for your pleasure. In the chat then, Peter Brown saying better than Liverpool winning the Premier League, he says. And Vodka Rob saying cheers thingy, and Vodka Rob saying just in time for din-dins. Lovely. Okay then, people. Don't forget you can find O.T.H Racing on Facebook, and when you find them on there, they'll get you into their Discord, and then you'll be ship shape and good to go. Let me see if we can get a good shot of our champion. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your Season 1 Matt's Mini BTCC champion. Well done to Gaz. A good race was had. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love. Love, 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 love.